Ready for a wild ride? Today, we're diving into the world of music videos, but not the ones you're used to. We're talking about videos so incredible, so mind-bendingly real, they feel like stepping into another dimension. And it's all thanks to AI.
It's true. We're talking about AI-generated videos that are pushing the boundaries of creativity and completely transforming the music scene.
And one artist who's leading the charge is Firecube. Now, I gotta say, Firecube's music alone is amazing, this incredible blend of electronic sound and raw emotion.
Absolutely. But they're not stopping there. Firecube is using AI to create a completely immersive visual experience, taking their music videos to a whole new level.
So let's break this down a bit. When we say AI, what are we actually talking about here?
Well, we're talking about generative AI. It's this incredible technology that can learn from massive amounts of data, think images, art styles, and then use that knowledge to generate something totally new, something we've never seen before.
So instead of just like filtering or editing existing footage, this AI is actually creating brand new images from scratch.
Exactly. And not just static images, but entire videos. Seamlessly flowing, hyper-realistic. It's like something straight out of science fiction, but it's here. It's now.
It really makes you think about how far we've come, you know? Like, imagine showing someone from the early 1900s one of these AI-generated videos.
Yeah.
They'd probably think it was magic.
It's mind-blowing, and Firecube is really pushing the limits of what's possible with this technology. They've partnered with a company called Dark Sushi, who are like the wizards of AI-generated visuals.
So how does that collaboration actually work? Does Firecube just say, hey, make me something cool, and then AI magic happens?
Well, it's a bit more involved than that, but essentially, yeah. They work together to translate Firecube's creative vision into something the AI can understand.
So it's like giving the AI instructions, right?
Exactly. They use these things called prompts, basically, detailed descriptions of what they want the video to look and feel like.
So like Firecube might say, I want this scene to feel like a dream, with colors shifting and changing to the music.
You got it. And Dark Sushi helps to craft those prompts, guiding the AI to create visuals that perfectly capture the essence of Firecube's music. And get this, they're even using a technique called frame interpolation.
Okay, now you're just using fancy words to sound smart. What's frame interpolation?
Think of those incredible slow-motion videos where you can see every tiny detail with crystal clarity. Frame interpolation brings that same level of detail and fluidity to an entire video.
Whoa, so we're talking next level smoothness here.
Exactly. But it's not just about the technology itself, it's about what this means for the future of music videos and maybe even filmmaking as a whole.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. So what does this mean for the future? Are we all going to be out of a job soon, replaced by AI directors and cinematographers?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's one that's sparking a lot of debate. But I think Firecube's video is a perfect example of how AI can actually enhance human creativity, not replace it.
Because it's still Firecube's vision, their music, their story at the heart of it all.
Exactly. The AI is a tool, an incredibly powerful one, but a tool nonetheless. It allows artists like Firecube to push boundaries and tell stories in ways we never thought possible. And here's the thing. This kind of technology used to be so expensive that only big studios could afford it.
Right, used to cost a fortune to create even a few minutes of high-quality animation, let alone an entire music video.
But now, AI is becoming more accessible, which means independent artists like Firecube can create these groundbreaking visuals without breaking the bank. And that's huge.
That's like giving a whole new generation of artists superpowers. But even if AI isn't replacing humans outright, it does make you wonder, what happens to the actors, the cinematographers, the whole crew behind the scenes?
It's a question we can't ignore, especially as AI becomes even more sophisticated. It really is a question that's on everyone's mind, isn't it? What happens to the humans behind the camera as the AI in front of it gets, well, better?
Right, because we've always thought of creativity as this uniquely human thing. So where does that leave us if AI can create art that's just as moving, just as powerful?
It's interesting because, in a way, Firecube's video is challenging that very notion, the idea that art has to be solely a human endeavor.
Because in this case, it's a collaboration, right?
Exactly. It's like Firecube is using AI as a partner in creation, pushing the boundaries of what's possible by combining human vision with technological power. And I think that's where things get really exciting.
Because it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Like, imagine music videos that can change in real time based on your mood, or videos that are completely personalized to each viewer.
Exactly. We're talking about a level of interactivity and customization that we've never seen before. It's like stepping inside the artist's mind, experiencing their art in a way that's completely unique to you.
Wow. So it's not just about the visuals themselves, but how we experience them, how we connect with them on a deeper level.
Absolutely. And here's another thing to consider. This kind of technology has the potential to democratize filmmaking in a way we haven't seen before. Remember how we were talking about how expensive it used to be to create high-quality animations and visual effects?
Yeah, it was like a pipe dream for most independent artists.
Exactly. But with AI becoming more accessible and affordable, those barriers are breaking down. Now, anyone with a vision and a story to tell can potentially create something truly groundbreaking.
That's amazing. It's like giving a voice to a whole new generation of storytellers.
Hmm.
But it also makes you wonder if we're heading towards a world where AI can create entire films, what does that mean for the future of cinema as we know it?
That's the big question, isn't it? Will we even be able to tell the difference between human-made and AI-generated films in the future?
And if we can't tell the difference, does it even matter?
Those are questions that philosophers and film critics will be debating for years to come. But one thing is certain, Firecube's video has ignited a spark, a fascination with the possibilities of AI that isn't going away anytime soon.
It's like we're standing at the edge of a new frontier, both excited and a little bit terrified of what we might find.
Exactly. And that sense of wonder, that curiosity, is what makes this whole conversation so captivating.
It's like Firecube is inviting us to question everything we thought we knew about art, technology, and the very nature of creativity itself.
And as we delve deeper into this world of AI-generated art, we're forced to confront some uncomfortable truths about our own humanity.
Like, what does it mean to be human in a world where machines can create art that's just as beautiful, just as moving as anything we've ever seen?
It's a question that challenges our assumptions, our beliefs, and ultimately forces us to re-examine our place in the world. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Where does that leave us, the humans, when machines can create art that rivals our own?
Right. Like, are we just going to be obsolete? Will we even need actors anymore, real people on screen, if AI can create these, like, hyper-realistic digital humans?
It's a fascinating question, and it's one that's already playing out in Hollywood, believe it or not. I mean, we've had CGI characters for years, but AI is taking it to a whole other level.
It's kind of freaky, honestly. Like, you see these AI-generated people in movies and ads, and it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference.
I know, right? It's both incredible and a little unsettling, and it really makes you appreciate the artistry of a human performance, the nuance, the raw emotion, things that AI still hasn't quite mastered.
Although, give it time, right? I mean, technology is advancing so quickly.
True. But here's the thing. Even if AI can eventually perfectly replicate human performance, I think there will always be something special about seeing real people on screen telling real stories.
You think so? Why?
Because there's a certain magic, a certain humanity that comes from knowing there's a real person behind those eyes, feeling those emotions. It's like the difference between watching a live concert and listening to a recording.
I get what you're saying. Like, you can appreciate the technical skill of a recording, but there's nothing quite like the energy of a live performance.
Exactly. And I think the same is true for film. There's a rawness, an immediacy to a human performance that AI, no matter how advanced, might never be able to fully replicate.
So maybe it's not about AI replacing human actors, but rather changing the landscape, creating new opportunities, new ways of storytelling.
Absolutely. And I think Firecube's video is a perfect example of that. They're not using AI to replace humans. They're using it to enhance their vision, to create something that wouldn't be possible otherwise.
It's like they're pushing the boundaries of what a music video can be, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy.
Exactly. And in doing so, they're forcing us to confront our own assumptions about art, technology, and the future of storytelling. It's a conversation that's just beginning, and I, for one, am excited to see where it leads.
Me too. And I have a feeling we'll be talking about AI and its impact on the creative world for a long, long time to come.
Absolutely. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
And on that note, that's your deep dive for today. We'll be back next time with another thought-provoking exploration of the ideas shaping our world. Until then, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep your mind open to the incredible possibilities of the future.